All right, some good news to wrap up the week. Yeah, Microsoft has backed down and finally extended security updates for Windows 10 through 2027. The Extended Security Updates program for Windows 10 now runs through October 12th, 2027, not 2026. That's an extra full year that wasn't supposed to happen. I'll walk through exactly what ESU covers, why this extension matters, how to enroll if you haven't already, the eligibility requirements, and what this means if you're still running Windows 10 on hardware that can't move to Windows 11. Windows 10 officially reached end of support on October 14th, 2025. After that date, Microsoft normally stops providing security updates entirely, leaving any continued use of the OS progressively more exposed to new vulnerabilities. The ESU program is the bridge between end of support and actually being unprotected. According to Microsoft's official documentation, ESU provides access to critical and important security updates as classified by the Microsoft Security Response Center for devices running Windows 10 version 22H2. It's important to be clear about what ESU does not include. No new features, no general bug fixes or product enhancements, and no technical support from Microsoft. This is security patching only, keeping known vulnerabilities covered while you're not yet on Windows 11. Originally, Microsoft positioned the consumer ESU program as a one-time, one-year bridge, covering you only until October 2026. That's now been extended. Microsoft's official ESU documentation now states the program runs through October 12th, 2027, confirmed directly on their support pages, not a rumor or leak. This is notably different from Microsoft's typical approach. Historically, ESU programs, mostly offered to enterprise and commercial customers in the past, ran for up to 3 years. Microsoft had explicitly said the consumer program would be limited to 1 year. They've now extended it for a second year. Microsoft has also been direct in stating this October 2027 date is not a documentation error. It's a confirmed intentional change, specifically aimed at giving consumers more time to transition to Windows 11. Here are the official eligibility requirements for the Consumer ESU program, taken directly from Microsoft's support page. Your device must be running Windows 10 version 22H2, Home, Professional, Pro Education, or Workstations Edition. The latest Windows updates must be installed before you can enroll. You need a Microsoft account with administrator privileges on the device. The ESU license is tied to that account. If you normally sign into Windows with a local account, you'll be prompted to sign in with a Microsoft account specifically to complete ESU enrollment. The Microsoft account can't be a child account. The consumer program excludes certain commercial scenarios: devices in kiosk mode, devices joined to Active Directory or Microsoft Entra and enrolled in mobile device management, and devices that already have a separate ESU license through a commercial channel. Note that devices simply Entra-registered, not joined or MDM managed, can still use the consumer program. Microsoft offers 3 ways to enroll, all giving you coverage through October 2027. Option 1, free if you enable syncing your PC settings to your Microsoft account. Option 2, redeem 1,000 Microsoft Rewards points if you've accumulated them through Microsoft's Rewards program. Option 3, a one-time purchase of $30 or local currency equivalent plus tax. Whichever option you choose, the resulting coverage is identical. Security updates through October 12th, 2027. And one license covers up to 10 devices. So if you have multiple Windows 10 PCs in your household, you don't need to pay separately for each one. So, how to enroll? Go to Settings, then Update and Security, then Windows Update. If your device meets the prerequisites, version 22H2, fully updated, you'll see a link to enroll in ESU. Click Enroll Now. If you're signed in locally, you'll be prompted to sign in to a Microsoft account first. If you're already backing up your PC settings, you may see a prompt to simply enroll at no cost. If not, you'll be given the choice between starting settings backup, redeeming rewards points, or making the one-time purchase of $30 USD. Complete whichever option you choose, and enrollment finishes within the same flow. To confirm whether a device is currently enrolled, go to Settings, Update and Security, Windows Update at any time. Your ESU status is shown there. If you paid for ESU, you can also check your purchase under your Microsoft account's order history. Microsoft hasn't given a single definitive public reason for the extension, but a few contributing factors are widely discussed. Hundreds of millions of PCs are still running Windows 10. A large share of that install base sits on hardware that fails Windows 11's TPM 2.0 and CPU generation requirements, meaning those users have no straightforward upgrade path. If those users had truly nowhere to go, some portion would have looked seriously at switching to Linux rather than buying new hardware. Extending the safety net keeps more of that user base inside the Windows ecosystem, while Microsoft continues improving Windows 11. This is the first time Microsoft has ever offered a consumer-facing ESU program at all. It didn't exist for previous Windows versions in this form, which itself suggests Microsoft is taking a notably more flexible approach with Windows 10's exit than it has historically. What this means for different types of users. Depending on your situation, here's how this extension is relevant. If your PC is Windows 11 incompatible, no TPM 2.0, unsupported CPU, ESU buys you genuine breathing room through 2027 without needing to replace hardware right now, particularly useful given current component prices. You can plan a hardware refresh later rather than rushing into an expensive purchase today. If your PC is Windows 11 compatible, but you just haven't upgraded yet, ESU lets you stay on Windows 10 while Windows 11 continues to mature. Enrolling doesn't block you from upgrading whenever you decide to. Microsoft's own FAQ confirms you can still move to Windows 11 at any point after enrolling in ESU. If you've already moved to Linux or are considering it, this changes nothing for you. That's a legitimate path for anyone who's already comfortable there, and ESU is simply not relevant to a non-Windows install. If you're already enrolled in ESU, no action is needed. Microsoft's documentation confirms existing enrollments automatically extend through the new October 2027 date without any additional steps. Whether you stay on Windows 10 through 2027 with ESU, move to Windows 11 now, or you've already switched to Linux, all of those are reasonable choices depending on your hardware and priorities. What matters is that Microsoft has genuinely given Windows 10 users more runway than originally promised, at a moment when new hardware costs have spiked. Let me know in the comments, are you sticking with Windows 10 and ESU? Planning a Windows 11 upgrade, or already on Linux? A like and subscribe helps the channel, and I post practical Windows guides every day. Thanks for watching.